my little penguins, it's me, Jamie Lynn. Today I've got a very special video for you guys. It's going to be something totally different. It's going to be something I've never done before. I am going to be painting on my clothes. Oh my gosh. Whoa, I can't believe it. Okay. Yeah, so first things first, I'm going to start with my shoes. They're here. Look at how big my feet are. These are massive shoes. Oh, there's a cobweb in it. Okay guys, let me just let you know that these shoes I've had for a little while. I don't wear them very often and they're quite a weird colour. I'll just say weird because I don't want to be, you know, I want to still be kind to the shoe. But I don't really like the colour of these shoes. I love wearing heels, guys. Heels are like my thing, so I'm definitely going to try my best to make these into something completely different, but also something I am going to wear on a regular basis, which is going to be awesome. So yeah, let's start with these first, shall we? Let's go. Oh yay, I'm so excited to start giving these a little makeover, but first things first, I'm just going to give you guys a little sneak peek at what these shoes actually look like close up. They're very plain. Look at all the scratching on the heel there. We are going to definitely sort that out. Let's see what else is weird with it. Oh, it's got some stains on there. I don't know if you can see, but on the front there's a big kind of off-white stain. Yeah, there's some scratches on the heel there, and oh, let me just get the other one so we can have a look at that one. So yeah, straight away you can see that there's some stains there. That's kind of gross. And at the top there, because these are white shoes and I have worn them out a few times, they've just got really dirty really easily. So that's why I want to give them a makeover to make them look extra special. And so yeah, I can wear them when I'm out. Yeah, look at those scratches. Okay guys, we're going to make these so much better. Lovely. Let's go. I'm just laughing at the fact that my shoe doesn't even fit in the frame because my feet are just so big. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, first things first, I want to take these laces out and give these little wipe over. Oh yeah, this is my favourite bit. So yeah, I'm just going to tape up the edges of the base there of the shoe, just to make sure that I kind of don't get paint on the bottom of the shoe, because I'm going to be using fabric paints on the canvas part of the shoe here. So yeah, I've got some red fabric paint and I've also got some black just in case we need it, but we'll figure that out a bit later. But first things first, I'm just going to do a big base coat of red paint. You guys know how much I love red. And yeah, definitely painting over this white, off-white, gross canvas shoe is going to definitely make me wear them more often in the future. And I don't actually have any red shoes at the moment, so I definitely want to get some red shoes. But instead of buying them, why don't we just do a video about them? Yeah, definitely. So for these parts, I did want to go in with a smaller brush just to make sure that I got quite a precise covering around those little, what are they called? The little circles that you put your laces in. But as I was doing this, I was still getting paint on the silver hole things. And as you can see there, I just got a bit angry with it. And I just wanted to see if it would come off easily, and it did with a little wipe. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to worry too much about the detail, and I am just going to cover it all with my bigger brush. And then I can go back in and clean up those metal pieces a little bit later. I think this was mainly because I was just feeling a bit impatient. Yep, and now I'm just touching up around the top here. So I don't think that this is going to need a second coat really, unless I miss any parts, which I'm hoping not to do. because yeah, this fabric paint is doing awesome at going onto my shoe. Thank you, fabric paint. Yeah, and I'm getting a really good coverage there, so yeah, that's awesome. And now we can do it all over again with the other shoe. Yay, we have 2 shoes. Okay, 2 shoes. I don't know why I laughed at that. Okay, yeah, so I'm just taking the laces out and I'm taping up the bottom just because I don't want the fabric paint to get onto the bottom of the shoe because it won't stick. Yeah, and it won't really look good either. So yes, oh, look at that. Gorgeous painting going on there. This fabric paint is quite thin, I would say. It's quite drippy and quite sticky, so I was making a bit of a mess everywhere. Yeah, sorry about that, guys, but you know, art is messy. It is, it really is, especially when you're painting. You just get it everywhere. If you guys have seen my recent posts on my Instagram page, you'll see the amount of mess I made painting these shoes. Woo! Perfect, so now that's all nice and dry there and it's just looking gorgeous. I'm going to start peeling the tape off. Oh, this is going to be super satisfying. But the tape didn't really do a very good job at keeping the fabric paint at bay, and it also left some sticky residue. And also some of the tape was still on that shoe. Yeah, so I've just got my sanding block and I'm just going to sand the heel down there just to make sure it gives me a little bit of a smoother surface, because I do want to paint the bottom of my shoes too. It would have looked okay being white. The white and the red does look quite nice together, but yeah, I definitely wanted to change them up and give them a little different colour. And I'm just going to start on the other shoe, peeling off that tape there. And it's super satisfying to peel off this tape. But yeah, as I said, it hadn't done a very good job at keeping that fabric paint at bay. So I'm going to have to invest in some better tape, I think. Yeah. So if I ever do this again, I will probably try to use some different tape just to make sure that it doesn't get onto the base of my shoe. Oh, and guys, I have a new toy. Well, technically it's a new paint, but I have gesso. Yes, guys. So you might see gesso used a lot in artwork. It is an acrylic base coat there. So this is a new pot and it's just looking gorgeous. And it's such a thick, gorgeous paint. But yes, as I said, this is an acrylic base coat. So I'm just going to put this on the base of my shoe just to even out any kind of creases or any parts that I missed where I sanded it, and to create a nice base because I want to paint a colour over the top of it. So yeah, because obviously these are shoes, I want to make sure that the acrylic paint I'm going to use on the base of the shoe is going to stick well and it's not going to chip off or anything. So that's why I'm using gesso on the bottom here. And once one side is done, I have to turn my attention to the other side and just watch the gloopiness of the paint on there. Oh, I love using gesso. Yay! And once that's all done, I am just going to give it another second coat. It doesn't really need a second coat, this gesso, but I just wanted to make sure that it was fully covered before I painted it in my other colour. Yay! Oh yes, and now I'm going to start painting the base black. Now you might see in a little while why I have chosen a black background for the bottom of my shoe, but I think black and red really goes a lot better, and I am going to do a slightly different video to what I would usually do. You will see in a little while. This is just a base coat for my design there. So yeah, I've just got my other shoe and I'm going to paint the base black. I am using acrylic paints on this because fabric paints wouldn't work well on the base of the shoe. But this is so satisfying to watch. And it was also super satisfying to paint. Oh yep, and here I am just giving it a second coat just to make sure that it's fully covered, that I haven't missed any parts. Perfect! Now I wanted to decide on the design here, and I did want to originally do my design on the fabric part of the shoe. So here I am just trying to mix a nice red colour. Yes, I was going to paint red on red. I don't know why I thought that would work, but I tried it, and yeah, the fabric paint wasn't really going on very well. I was trying to use a dotting tool. I didn't want to go for a much lighter red for this design. Yeah, in the end I just gave up and I wiped it off, and here I am just realising that I've missed a bit, and I've missed the complete bottom of the shoe too, but you know, after I've finished my design I will make sure that I go back and cover those parts up. But yeah, so I've just got my red acrylic paint here. So I've tried to match up the colour of the shoe, of the top part of the shoe here. And I am just starting to paint on the bottom of the shoe. Now, this was really interesting because I wanted to draw fire. Yes, guys, so this was a little bit different to what I usually do, and it wasn't really working very well. I haven't actually painted fire on anything before, so this was really out of my comfort zone. So I decided to try and draw the fire upside down. I don't know why I thought that would make it easier for me, but for some reason I wanted to paint the fire upside down. But yeah, after a few little flames, I turned it back around to the right way up, I should say, and I continued painting my flames around. Yeah, so I'm just putting flames all the way around the bottom of the shoe. Perfect. And I'm giving it a second coat as well, just to make sure that it's fully covered there. Gorgeous. Lovely, and I'm doing this on both of the shoes. So after I'd finished both of those coats and they had dried, I wanted to go back over with a slightly lighter red and draw some extra flames just to make it look a little bit 3D, and also to make it pop out a little bit more than it did. You know, painting flames on shoes is much harder than it looks. So yes, I'm just giving it another coat here, just to make sure, again, it's fully covered, and I'm doing this on both of the shoes. Lovely. Gorgeous, now that's all dry. I did notice, you might have noticed earlier in the video, that I've got a little bit of gesso on my fabric shoe here. So I just wanted to cover up that little bit, and I also wanted to neaten up the edges, just where the gesso and the black paint had been. Lovely, and now I'm turning my attention back to the bottom of my shoe, and I'm just going to make sure that it's all covered and painted in black. I'm doing this on both of the shoes, and I'm just making sure that I'm really getting into all of those little creases there. And just making sure I have not missed any parts. Lovely, it's looking gorgeous. So the next step I'm going to paint here is a little bit of Mod Podge. Yes, I've got some matte Mod Podge here, and I am just covering the whole shoe in this. After I did this, I realised it was a bad idea, but I'm doing it on the other shoe as well. Just because I didn't add any glitter to my shoe, and I was umming and ahhing where I should put the glitter and how I should put the glitter on, but after that Mod Podge had dried, I decided to go over those flames in Mod Podge once I have painted the glue all over those flames, I was going to sprinkle some glitter on. Let's play the glitter song. Oh yeah. So I've just got some red glitter here and I'm just sprinkling it on. So I'm hoping it will stick to the Mod Podge there. And I'm making a mess as well. Lovely. So now we have lovely glittery shoes, and I'm just going to do the same on the other shoe as well. Let's enjoy the glitter song while it's here. Oh yes, so here I'm just trying to brush off the excess glitter, and I do have some new laces that I'm going to put in. So these laces are mainly black and they have a little bit of burgundy red running through them, and I thought they would look fantastic on my new shoes. Yay! So I'm just lacing up these shoes. And here are my finished shoes. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy with the way that these turned out today. It's going to be like I am walking on fire. I still can't get over how big my feet are. Oh dear, my shoes don't even fit in the frame. Oh, sorry about that guys, but you will see them later when I try my outfit on. Yes guys, so that moves us on to the next part of my outfit, which is going to be a leather jacket. So this is an old leather jacket I have that I don't wear very often anymore. And I definitely wanted to give it a makeover. I wanted to use the back panel of this leather jacket, and I've got my paint palette and I've also got my acrylic paints. Now I can use leather paints for this, but I decided to use acrylic paint just because it's actually fake leather, it's not real leather, and acrylic paint will work absolutely fine on this fake leather. So yeah, I decided to use acrylic paints. So what I'm doing here is I'm just taking my red acrylic paint, I'm adding a tiny little bit of black just to make sure it's a little bit of a dark red. You guys know how I like red. Yeah, so I'm just mixing that all together. Lovely. And then I'm going to start painting those flames on. So yes, I'm going all fiery today. I'm painting flames on everything in this video today. So I've already done my shoes, but now I'm going to start on the leather jacket. So yeah, here I'm just getting a basic flame shape and I'm making them quite big because I'm going to layer them up. So yeah, this was really fun to do, guys. Yeah, it's quite simple to draw flames, but it's also very difficult to draw flames. I don't know, if you guys try it at home, let me know if you found it easy or difficult. Yeah, so yeah, here I'm just going to give it another coat just to make sure that it's all perfectly opaque. And again, I'm just going to go over it and do a third coat. I did just want to do the two colours here of the dark red and the light red for the flames, but I made the flames a little bit bigger on this leather jacket just because we had more space. After I'd done those dark red flames, I decided that I wanted to try and use a little bit of orange. I wanted to go for 3 layers here. So I wanted to go for a dark red, an orange and a yellow for the layers. But as I was painting this orange paint on, it was coming out quite bright, a little bit brighter than I expected, and it would have been fine, but I just wasn't happy with it. It wasn't perfect. I wasn't sure how it was going to dry, and I didn't want it to be too bright because I wanted the red to really stand out, so I decided to just wipe that off. It's a good thing I've got some baby wipes to hand. And I'm going to pop some red paint on my little paint palette here, if it will come out. Yep, I think I'm running out of red paint, guys. And yeah, I'm just going to go over the flames in a lighter red paint, just leaving the darker red to be an outline. Yeah, so here guys, you know, I do make mistakes. I'm not all perfect all the time, so I do have a pack of baby wipes to hand just in case anything goes wrong or if I, you know, go out of the lines. And I'm just giving it another coat here. So yeah, the acrylic paint wasn't coming out too opaque, which I was a bit worried about. But after 2 coats, it was okay. It wasn't too bad. So now I can go over and just fix up those little bits there where you might be able to see that's not fully covered. And once that's dry, I am going to start with the orange paint. I'm using the same orange paint, so yeah, but I hope it's going to come out better now that it's on a slightly lighter red colour. So yeah, I'm just drawing flames again and again and again. But this was really fun to make, guys. I really enjoyed drawing flames. I could just kind of be free with my paintbrush. Now I'm just going to go over those orange flames with yellow flames. And it's looking super cool right now. I'm just going over it to touch it up, make sure that it's looking perfect. And I'm going back in with my darker red paint. And now I'm going back in with my lighter red just to make sure that the red is really standing out over the orange and the yellow, because you know I like red over everything. And now I'm eating a cookie. I don't know why I'm showing you that I'm eating a cookie, but you know, we need snacks when we do art, guys, you know? This is a really long video today just because I'm doing quite a lot of artwork. And it's quite intricate and I have to do a lot of layers. Here's my cookie again. And it's gone. Okay guys, so now that's all finished, I am going to go over it in Mod Podge. Now firstly, I've got my matte Mod Podge again and I'm just going over the red parts of the flames. Just because I want the red glitter to stick to the red parts of the flames. There we go. Let's play the glitter song again. Lovely, and I'm just going to put Mod Podge on the bottom part as well because they are also red flames. Lovely, and I'm popping red glitter on that too. And once that's a little bit dry, I am going to go over the orange and yellow flames, and I am using a gold glitter for these. So I don't really mind if some gold sticks to the red too, because it just gives an extra layer to the fire. Perfect, and now when that's drying, I'm just brushing off some of the excess glitter. Guys, I've got glitter everywhere. And I made a mess as well. Oh, and here is my finished jacket. Well, almost finished, because I am going to continue this jacket in my next video, guys. My next video is going to be out next week, Friday at 6 p.m. Okay guys, I'm moving on to my third and final part of my outfit. This is a skirt. I've also gone for a leather skirt here just because I thought that it might match the leather jacket really well. Lovely. And yeah, it's a bit plain, it's a bit boring. I definitely want to paint some fire on this too. Lovely. So now we've got a blank canvas. Oh, I love a blank canvas. So many ideas. And I'm just getting my red acrylic paint back out. Guys, remember, this is fake leather. This isn't real leather. So I can use acrylic paints on this and it won't chip off. It will be perfectly fine. So yeah, if you guys do this at home, painting on your clothes or painting on leather clothes, you have to let me know on my social medias. And yeah guys, I just want to show you how much time this actually took me to paint. Usually throughout the videos, I do speed up the process a little bit there just to, you know, save a bit of time. But I wanted you to see that that's how long it took me to paint every flame on. I do like to take my time with art, so it does take a long time for me to make a video, but it's so worth it. And I'm just doing the side panels as well. Lovely, yay! Making sure I'm getting that straight line. And And now once that's dry, you can see here that it's a little bit patchy and it's a little bit, you know, not great. So I'm going over it with a second coat. Yeah, and once that's all finished and dried, I am going to go over it like we did with the shoes. I'm going over it with a lighter red just to accent those flames a little bit more, but also get a little bit of a 3D layer going on. I'm not going to add any other colours to this because I wanted it to be a little bit subtler than the jacket, and I wanted it to tie in very nicely with the shoes. Oh, so this is the most satisfying part. I'm just going over it with a second coat. Lovely. Okay guys, after the third coat, I am going to do a really satisfying bit of painting here. I'm going to get a straight line against the bottom seam. Oh, it's looking so good. I can't wait for it to dry. Okay, so now it's dry. I am going to Mod Podge this again. This time I'm using gloss, just because some of my paint came out a little bit glossy, but it's okay. It's going to give it a really nice 3D look. And once I've tidied up to those edges a little bit there, I am going to put red glitter on it again. Lovely. So yeah, these flames, they took a lot of work. They took a lot of layering, but it's totally worth it because it's going to look gorgeous in the end. So yeah, I'm just sprinkling that red glitter all over the skirt there. Because you know I have to add glitter to everything. Lovely. And I'm just going to carry on the process all the way across the bottom of the flame. Now I'm only painting the front part of the skirt here. I'm not going to do the back just because I think it would look better that way. Gorgeous. Now I'm just going to wait for it to dry, but I've got to take all of the excess glitter off. I'm just shaking it off there, and now my table is going to be full of glitter, and I am going to be full of glitter. Guys, I find glitter everywhere, but it's okay because I like it. So just before I show you the finished product, I do just want to rub off the excess glitter. So I'm using a thicker paintbrush for this part. And we are finished with the skirt. Oh guys, I really like this one. This is probably my favorite, but I do like all of them. So yeah guys, the skirt doesn't really fit in the frame either, so sorry about that guys, but yeah, it's all finished and I'm going to be trying it on in a minute. And guys, here are my finished products. I've got my jacket, I've got my skirt, and I've also got my amazing shoes. Oh, I'm so happy with the way that these turned out today, but I think I'm going to have to try and put them all on now, see what they look like as a whole entire outfit. Let's do a quick change. Let's go, let's try them on. I'm excited. Yes girl, work it, work it. Okay, so yeah, here's my outfit all together. I've tried it all on. I absolutely love the designs. They work really well together. But you can't see my shoes, so I'm just going to show you now. There we go. They look so cute. Oh, I love them. Here's me trying to be a model right now, look. Oh yeah. Hey guys, so if you're new here, you might not know that I tried to give a shout out to someone super special who's been supporting me on my YouTube channel. This week's shout out is going to go to Braylon Callum. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you love this video, give it a thumbs up and definitely subscribe to my channel so you can see more videos like this one. Also check out my previous videos. I've done squishy makeovers, I've mixed and made slime, I've done some thrift store makeovers, and I've done some arts and crafts that you guys can do at home. Thank you so much for watching guys. Bye my little penguins.